Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your November reading. This is going to be your general reading for the month of November. We're going to have a look at what's coming up for you this month. What can you expect? What are the general themes or things that can pop up for you? So let's see what's the main energies playing out. This one fell. You've got hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. It does seem like you're starting to work on something here because it's a new moon. This is it's the start of something, okay? And whatever you've been working on so far is beginning to show results possibly, or perhaps this month you're putting more effort or more work into, more energy into your work or whatever it is you're doing. It's interesting. Was getting kind of with this new moon in Capricorn, it's almost like there is a need for you to downsize something or to sacrifice something in order for something else to work out. So I don't know what that means for you. Let's see one more for you, Cancer. You've got a time for healing, balsamic moon. I think a lot of the signs got this particular card, which is rather interesting because November is still somewhat of an intense month for most of the signs, but it does seem like that's coming up a lot for the collective to take some time off or to take some time for yourself. To kind of take a break from working hard on something here, to have some time to charge your batteries or something like that. The balsamic moon is also a time where it's kind of a time for cleanup, I would say, like cleaning up the things that didn't work out or contemplating on things, or what the next phase will be, which will be the new moon. So it's interesting, you have balsamic moon and new moon here. So it's almost like you're preparing for a new start, or you are preparing for a new phase with these two cards showing up. It's like you're assessing something here, where you've been and how things worked out for you, and you're getting ready for something else for you, Cancer. So let's see some frequencies that are coming up for you this month. What do we have for Cancer? I'm also hearing with this new moon in Capricorn that you need to be a bit more disciplined with your energy, okay? Whether you need to be more disciplined when it comes to taking care of your time, to make time for yourself, or you need to get more disciplined with your duties, your responsibilities too. So give me some frequencies for Cancer. You've got synchronicity in reversed. And you've got mother. That goes very well with this healing card. I feel like it is a time for you to take better care of yourself. I will see what that synchronicity in reversed is about, because I don't remember what that is. Okay, I have to go find my little book. So this card says that there is a disagreement within you between what you actually want and what you think you want. Okay, so you might want to consider, are you telling yourself the things that you want? Is it really what you want, or is it just like for the sake of just doing those things because it seems appropriate at that time? Okay, so you can ask yourself, what can you do to get more alignment there, and see where you're not being honest with what it is that you want to do. So again, with this new moon in Capricorn, it does seem like you're starting to do something here, but the thing about discipline is, if you're not being disciplined on starting this project or starting this new chapter, if you're having a hard time with discipline, for example, it could be that it's not, your heart is not in it, or you're not doing what you love to do. You're just doing what you think you should be doing. So there's a theme here showing up of you kind of contemplating on this situation. Is it this new phase that's coming up? You're being guided to consider whether or not this is the right path for you. Okay. And again, with this mother energy, you also have healing here. I feel for some of you, you may need to heal possibly some of your more feminine energy, or perhaps this is specifically in regards to a mother. But this mother card is in the upright, and that usually suggests that it's about you and how you nurture yourself. And you're being called to take some time off, Cancer. So let's see what the tarot has for you. Okay, Seven of Swords. So what else can you tell us for Cancer? What can they expect in the month of November? Definitely a new beginning here showing up for you in regards to profession or what you do for work, okay? So keep that in mind. And there's a need for you to assess whether or not this new path is right for you. And you're being called to take better care of yourself. Okay. I'm not going to keep those, it's too many. So what else for Cancer, please? Let's see if I can make some space here. Okay, there's some big energies here. Okay, Cancer, sorry about that. I had to adjust a few things, and the lighting was kind of bad too. But anyway, there's a lot of people showing up in your reading here. But just what I was saying about being disciplined here, you do have the Emperor here, which is your main energy for the month, and you do have Seven of Cups at the bottom, Seven of Wands. Some of you do have some big plans here, it seems, like something you want to do this month, Cancer, and I feel like you're trying to take charge of that situation with this Emperor being here. I mean, I feel like this is you, could be someone else you're dealing with. It's kind of interesting, you have the King of Swords right underneath it. So this is a very strong energy. What do I mean by strong? It's like very forceful in a way. There's a lot of force behind this. And I feel like it's your force of determination and discipline that's coming through very strongly here. But you're also being reminded at the same time to nurture your feminine side as well, because you do show up here as the Queen of Cups in your strength. And that is your card, Cancer. You are the water sign here. and you're being reminded to also nurture your softer side, because that is your strength. That's going to help you out throughout this month, is the Queen of Cups. I will have to clarify what this justice is here. There's that shows up as a challenge for you. It does seem like some of you, not all of you, might have been making some kind of an unfortunate decision this month. I say that because it's followed by the Five of Cups. You have Ten of Swords here as well. So it does seem like some sort of decision is being made here that is not in your favor, Cancer, this month. I don't know if this is someone else making a decision or this is you. I will clarify further to say. I'm also getting very strongly that your plans don't seem to bear fruit in the way you have hoped. It does seem like things are slowing down a little bit around you with this Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups there's a lot of disappointment here about something. I don't know if this is love related or there's some kind of a situation in your life that is unfair to you. You also have the Six of Pentacles here, which shows up in your past. So this unfortunate and unbalanced situation has been showing up in your past as well. So that's something, I don't know what that is for you, but we'll clarify further and see what's going on there. And your strength is the Queen of Cups. Like I mentioned, this is your power to remain affectionate and yielding and understanding and loving in a situation, even though it does carry some sadness with it. There is some situation coming to an end here, what I see as far as the future goes, Cancer. I don't know what this is. Again, I'll have to clarify. It's not very specific as to what this is about you. For some of you, this is love related. For some of you, it's just work stuff, because we do have Capricorn here and you do have Pentacles here. And it does seem like you want to create something. You want to build something. But what I'm getting very strongly that for you this month, Cancer, things don't seem to be going in your favor, or there is some kind of a stagnation, or there is some kind of unfair decision that's being made, whether this is by you or by the people that surround you, or perhaps some figure of authority, a boss or something. It doesn't seem to be working in your favor. There's some disappointment here in regards to stability, finances, work-related stuff that shows up more strongly than love-related stuff for some of you. But there's definitely an ending here. You've got Ten of Swords and the World. You also have another 10 here, that's 3 times completion here. But one of this completion that you're going through, you know, it is a more positive 10, you know, it's a 10 of Pentacles, but we'll see what that's about. It does feel like there is something, you know, perhaps this decision that's being made has something to do with money or finances, or you're having to downsize, or you're having to slow down your enthusiasm when it comes to certain things, or your expectations of something might need to be less than what you thought before. But let's clarify, because it's a little bit unclear what's going on here. I do see like people showing up in your life as well. You've got court cards, you've got this Emperor here. What is this about? The Wheel. Okay. There's definitely something outside your control here, because I was trying to figure out what this decision is about, or you know, how is this playing out in your life? The Wheel of Fortune is literally the way destiny moves. You know, there's something here um, that shows up as a challenge. So it sort of feels to me like this is either something that you have no control over, and that makes you a little bit, you know, you're kind of freaking out a little bit, because when we don't have control over a situation, it's like there's nothing you can do about it. But with the Wheel of Fortune being here, I do feel like this isn't something you can do anything about. It's like something intervening here, that it's not something you can control. It's not something you can say no to. It's not something you can change very easily. And I feel like this is probably someone else making decisions, or, you know, circumstances are in such a way that destiny is sort of not going in your favor in some way, shape, or form. That's another 10, the Wheel of Fortune. You've got tens, the World. So there's something coming to an end here for you. Now, for some of you, the end might be good, okay? You might be anticipating this end. It might be an end that is in your favor. For some of you, it's not going to be quite in your favor. Tell me about this Five of Cups. And the Fool. It's a lot of major arcanas in your reading, Cancer. A lot of major arcana. So the Fool is a new beginning here that's associated with this Five of Cups. It does seem to me, Cancer, that you wanted to take a particular path, or you want to take a particular path this month, but you're kind of being stopped from doing so. And there's a lot of disappointment and sadness associated with that. I mean, if this is love related, perhaps you wanted a new beginning with your specific person and that just didn't happen. Or there is some sort of an outside interference here into your situation. You know, just apply it to your, you know, to your story. But there's a lot of sadness associated here with this Fool card. It's either a fear of disappointment, of you taking a new path, or you want to have a new beginning, you want to take a new path, but you're somewhat blocked from doing so. And that caused you a lot of pain because you want something new here, okay? That's what the Knight of Pentacles, which does show up in your environment. This Knight of Pentacles is kind of the opposite of the Fool. The Knight of Pentacles has everything planned out. It's very slow moving. He doesn't take any risks. While the Fool is kind of the opposite of that. The Fool just kind of jumps into new adventures without thinking, without planning, you know. He just gets a calling and he just wants to go in a direction. So it seems like your environment is at odds with what it is that you want to do. It sort of feels like perhaps you want to be a little bit reckless and you want to try something new. But there's probably someone or something around you that's stopping you this month, or slowing you down at least. And because you have so many ending cards here, I would say for you, Cancer, what's stopping you is some sort of a cycle that needs to end before you can jump into something new. Perhaps you have unfinished business with someone or a situation, or you've got a lot of karma here that needs to be solved, because Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, these are heavily karmic cards, okay? It's like what goes around comes around kind of energy. So perhaps there is some sort of a cycle here that needs to end in some way. And because this shows up as a challenge, again, it's like something is stopping this situation, or something is stopping you or slowing you down because you have to complete something. You have to finish something off. I don't know, it could be many scenarios, but because you have so many ending cards here, I do feel like this is some kind of a cycle that needs to end for you before you can move forward with something. And perhaps that's why you have synchronicity in reverse there, because I do feel like this is perhaps universe or God or whatever it is you believe in, kind of intervening a little bit to kind of tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, are you sure that this is what you really want? Or, you know, maybe you need to finish something before you start another plan or another path or another something. So it's like there's some sort of an intervention here that to you might seem quite unfair and quite painful and quite disappointing, but it's kind of like a weird intervention situation. I don't know, take it if it resonates. Tell me about this King of Swords here that's coming towards Cancer, please. What is this King of Swords here about? The Nine of Swords. Okay. Whatever is coming your way with this King of Swords it is stressing you out. And I feel like for some of you, what's stressing you out a lot is the stability and the comfort you have with this Ten of Pentacles. It's kind of being shaken up a little bit, or there is someone intervening in your comfort zone in some way, in, you know, what you used to have before, or the stability that you have. Perhaps it's another person, or again, some sort of decision here that's being made either by you or someone else that is actually causing some disruptions when it comes to your stability. Okay, whether this is a family situation, work situation, whatever this is, but whatever it's coming your way, it is stressing you out quite a lot. And again, I go back to that same decision situation, because the King of Swords makes decisions, and the way the King of Swords makes decision is he doesn't really take into consideration your feelings, or perhaps what the consequences of something is, because the King of Swords is like you know, it's like the judge that passes a sentence. Okay, he has to pass a specific sentence, not because he has something against you, but because it's just the way the law works. So for some of you, this might be something law related for that to come up for me as an example. But what I'm saying is that there is some kind of decision being made here that's stressing you out. Somehow things don't go in your favor, or it's slowing you down in some way on your journey, or is stopping you from making a bad decision. For some of you, there is some circumstance in your life that is preventing you from making a reckless decision, or it's stopping you from creating a mess in your life. Perhaps you want to do something that is quite reckless. So in that way, there is some kind of an intervention here without you asking for it, or without, you know, anything like that. So it could go either way, but this Nine of Swords, you also have the Ten of Swords here. So there is something here that worries you, some kind of an ending that worries you a lot. And it feels like this is something that is out of your hands, Cancer. It's not something you have a say in. So I don't know what to say, but it doesn't seem like this is something you can do something about. It's just going to happen, and it's going to cause some worry and some pain here. I do feel like for some of you there is help coming, perhaps with this Knight of Pentacles. I'm trying to see what's going on with that. I've got the Ace of Cups. There is something coming towards you, though. The Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Whatever this is, what I got is some sort of help. But whatever this is coming in very slowly. And for some of you, this might be too late. You might be getting some form of help here with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, but it just, seeing the rest of the cards, it might be that is this person or this help, whatever it is in your environment, might be too late, or it might be too little for you to not go through this painful ending. Okay, there is some painful ending here. But this is the completion of a cycle, because we have tens here, including the Wheel of Fortune, which is a half cycle, but the world is the completion of everything. So whatever this is, if it's some kind of a painful cycle, it is ending for you this month. And it just sort of feels like it's somehow out of your hands. Like, I don't know, just destiny steps in and does what it does. And it might seem like to you it goes against you, but it might be actually something that's going to help you out into the future. But like I said, it feels like a nudge of some sort for you to reevaluate where you're going and what you want out of life. So I will clarify the world. Whatever this ending is, it is bringing happiness, because I was trying to see what kind of a cycle is closing out here and what's coming up on the horizon. And you've got the Sun card. So with this particular ending also comes happiness, Cancer. And again, you've got another major arcana here. So, you know, you've got some powerful forces at work here in your life this month, Cancer. Not all of them are good, but some of them are necessary, okay, for you to reevaluate. And what I feel like what you need to reevaluate is what makes you happy, what makes you truly happy. And, you know, it's beautiful because that's paired with the Queen of Cups. So that's your energy, Cancer. I feel like it's happiness that is going to be something precious to you that you're going to discover this month. Perhaps you are prevented from taking a particular path, but that's in your favor. And this completion comes with it. It comes with happiness. It comes with you actually realizing what really matters to you the most. And for some of you, this is love, because you have the Ace of Cups here and the Queen of Cups, which you're going to realize that true love is what really matters to you. And the rest of the stuff is just it's just part of life. But overall, you're going to have a much clearer goal as you go forward in life. Okay, so that was your reading, Cancer. I wish you a good month of November, and take care, Cancer. Bye.